I know something about the broken heart you want to know too, because it's really, really wonderful to know. And I think because there are a lot of people with fear for commitment and fear for abandonment, fear for love in general, this thing about this heartache, this thing about being brokenhearted, it will really give you a new view about the heartbreak. So if you want to know, then stick with me and watch my video. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Unfathomable of Spirituality. My name is Carmen Richardson and I like to help you out on your spiritual path. My topic is the broken heart. Yeah, how so? Because when you have a broken heart, it is terrible, really terrible. Your whole world is tumbling down, or whatever. Not only inside, but all around you. So, you get so depressive and stuff. You don't want to live no more. Your heart aches really, and you're sick, and you gotta throw up and everything, and you feel so alone. You don't want that. And I want to try, for myself, I wanted to try to make it understand what it is, this broken heart. Maybe if you have insights, then you know how to deal with it. And this thing, I think everyone should know how to deal. Now, the most important thing I find with this broken heart thing is that you can die from it. You literally can die from a broken heart. And I found out what is really going on then with the heart, So that's what I want to share with you also. And what I wanted to achieve with this video was to finally I could tell you, well, people, a broken heart, just throw it away. We don't need to feel like we're having a broken heart, So it doesn't exist. It's in the mind, and we have to, pull some buttons in our head and think differently and all that stuff. But, well, research will show what it really is. And I found some terrific things. So that's what I want to share with you, because, some things we just can't ignore. So if we have more insights, we can lift this heart, this heavy heart, and go forward again. That's what we want. I always wondered why fools do fall in love. Why are we called fools? Well, because we are weak in the name of love. Yes. And we want to do anything to get the attention of our loved one, the one we are in love with. In order to gain a better understanding of the phenomenon of being heartbroken, we want to know what precedes it, right? In order to ultimately give yourself handles for healing through insights. Good. Is there, that's what I was asking, and that was my goal in the first place, is there a way out of it? Is there a way we don't have to experience a broken heart? That would be so nice. You can go love everybody, not hurt by anyone. Okay. Well, we can't skip it, I think. But before we're going to find out what it is, what its function is, we are going to start the broken heart. It all starts by falling in love. That's the first part. That's the first step. Okay. Well, so I'm going to tell you some facts, for instance, and the function of the falling in love part. So follow me, because you got to know that falling in love is a necessity like eating and drinking, and also you learn how to manifest in life. It's all part of, training, learning. So follow me. Well, it's not all about learning. It's also that body is going through a lot of chemical processes, and we call that the pink cloud, where we walk in the pink cloud. Everything is love. Yeah, you are love, and all things around you is something like love. You see love everywhere. So we, if everything goes all right, there is going to be bonding. And the bonding can take place when the love is answered to. Both parties want the love to share with one another. But except when one of the parties has issues with fear for commitment, or fear for abandonment. Otherwise, there's no bonding, and there's going to be trouble. So that's not what we want, and that's why this is all about this heartache business, so we can take that away. So people can fall in love and no worries at all. Being jealous and claiming behavior are always considered as bad qualities, right? But it's there, you should know, to protect your relationship. So you need an agreement with each other, what's allowed and what's not. It sounds a little bit silly, but that seems to help. And it's important because you become more attractive. Both parties become more attractive when they are in a relationship. So some kind of primal, some kind of primal instinct, yes, stuff from the oral period. Stay with me, because we are peeling the onion, and there are some more interesting facts to come. The following facts were really a surprise for me, so I think they will be a surprise for you too. This one I really love, because research has proven that heartbeats of lovers are accelerating at the same rates when the love is mutual. When the love isn't mutual, then the lines on the statistics show that there is no match at all. So nice, huh? This is sweet. So, infatuation can be compared with a compulsive disorder. That would say that we're a little bit loony when we are in love, right? And that's caused by the serotonin level in the body. And serotonin is a sort of hormone, yeah? This is accompanied by feelings of happiness and well-being. But at the same time, there is more cortisol, also this hormone, and that's compared with stress. Yes, this combination with the serotonin and the cortisol is remarkably similar to a compulsive disorder. that's why. Now we can see what an effect infatuation has on the mind and in the body, right? So we become complete loony. So, but also it's a pleasant being loony. Yeah, it's yeah, a pleasant way of getting crazy. So we should be careful and act more responsible in a relationship. The heart of this other person is literally in your hands. So what happens with this heart when it gets broken? What's happening with this heart? Well, that's the next part I'm going to tell you, and then you will be very flabbergasted. Having a broken heart is called a broken heart syndrome. Your heart is damaged in such a way that you can actually die from it. Well, I would say a dangerous habit, falling in love. This broken heart syndrome, right? This starts by when two people are going to separate. This separation is unwanted, so it's causing a lot of stress to the human being and also to the heart, yeah. And this heart is going to weaken. This heart muscle is going to weaken. Within this weakening, the form of the heart is going to change in a jar shape, and making it less likely to contract or relax. This broken heart syndrome really does exist. Well, another fact is that research also has shown that a relationship breakdown triggers the same part of the brain that's responsible for the physical pain. And love can be fun, huh? But a heartbreak certainly is no joke. Question: do we prevent a broken heart better than to heal from a broken heart? Or do we have to heal, therefore we have to have this broken heart? So that's why we meet people. They will cause this heartache, and so we go deep within us to think about the lessons we learn and to understand the mysterious ways of love. Can we avoid a broken heart? No, we can. If we do so, it comes back at you time and time again until you learn your lesson. Love is the healing master of life, and you don't want to miss it. It makes us better persons, it makes us stronger, it learns us to manifest better the next time, and we have clarifications about what we want out of a relationship. It serves as a mirror, you know. You're going to see things of yourself, your faults, the love for yourself, etc. And the ability to give love and receive love as well, and how to forgive. That forgiving part is a very important one. And finally, we will get to unconditional love, because then we know what love is. So love is a healing master for life, in life, and everything that I have stated, just stated, applies differently for everyone, for each person. But as hard as it can be, You know, we need to stay open, and that's going to be hard, but it's very important because love, falling in love, is a necessity, like eating and drinking. So it's a need that needs to be fulfilled. It's very important. That's why this heart should stay open. But it won't. When you have your heart ache, it closes. You know, it can also be so much damage that, you know, what I said earlier, you can die from it. So I'm not ready yet, so I'm going to tell you more what we can do about it, right? There are so many factors that stimulate the process of from falling in love until possibly having to let go of someone, right? And that's all often determined by higher powers from above, right? Yet we have the brain and we can think also, yes. And the more we become aware of things inwardly and around us, you should say, we can make wise decisions. But I almost forgot. We have become in a compulsive disorder kind of state. So what can we do when we are confronted with this broken heart? Solutions for healing. Well, it's not so difficult, but it feels like difficult then because your heart is making confused and blah blah blah. But you have to look for your insights. What do you know about a heartache? Well, if you know that, you can help yourself heal, right? Talk with your beloved ones about your pain, you know, with friends, close friends, family. Don't stay alone at home, I would say. But also don't run into a new relationship too fast. You have to confront yourself with the pain, and you have to go inwards. What you could learn from this relationship, and did you remember the first time you met? To remember that the chemicals that were there to make you fall in love with this person, you know, the serotonin stuff, and those things are going to get rejected from your body. So when you cry, when you have to throw up because you feel kind of sick, if you have this heartache, those chemicals will leave the body by your tears, by your throwing up. The bond is broken. You have to accept the fact that it is broken and that you have to go through this healing process. Don't hide it, don't walk all over it, because it will come back at you time and time again. So is to stay open, do everything to keep your heart open, because your heart is traumatized and it needs to heal. So it will want to get closed, you know. So, but it's very important to keep it open, and you can keep it open by doing things you like in life, things you love, to be with close family, you know, your beloved ones. What keeps your heart open? So buy a dog if you don't have one. If you love animals, they are having unconditional love already, so they can learn you to stay open. So you have to fight your way through this pain, and remember, it will make you stronger. So for this I say, if you like this video, then please subscribe, like, hit the bell. For now, stay safe, stay with the flow.